And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Adam Duvall may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. First delivery to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Next up is Corey Dickerson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And now the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Oh, heater gets turned around.
Anderson.
In now, Brian Anderson. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as he drives a liner to right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes down.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Meadows is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll have to hold tight at third. So it'll take a 2-out hit now to try to plate that tying run. Chad Wallach will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 17.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. He's safe. The throw is offline. And we are tied here in the bottom of the ninth. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Brendan McKay takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings.
Brendan McKay.
John Verdi will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. Daniel Castano takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Stepping in once again is Francisco Mejia. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Hit down the third baseline. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Manuel Margot will get a chance with the runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Number 13.
Here's the first pitch. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And he falls behind 0-2. Ball one as he lays off below the zone.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the left fielder.
Joey Wendell digs in now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Again, another foul ball.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Score remains 2-2. Colin McHugh comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Colin McHugh.
So now to the plate, Miguel Rojas, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Adames breaks it in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch. Chopped down the third baseline. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Adam.
And now in the box, Adam Duvall. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. This is lined into left field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And they will hold the winning run at third here. And it'll take another 2-out hit to win the ballgame.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
He's got it. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Marlins strand a pair, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And up next will be Willie Adames. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1. Strike two as the fastball was let go.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows as he grounds one briskly to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. They've broken through to take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Meadows leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 1-1 home. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays' second baseman at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2.
Full count. We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Payoff pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Randy Arozarena. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. Now into the box, Brian Anderson. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Set, here it comes. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. And through into left field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Matty, it's hard to say right here. I got to believe they dove into the scouting reports on every outfield arm. He did not take an aggressive pass coming around third base bag right there. So I just think the third base coach had to hold him.
At the plate now, Garrett Cooper. And here's a ball hit in the air. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. Short, hit hard. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? A tag for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Monte Harrison will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 3, Monte Harrison.
Here's the first pitch. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Meadows is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. John Curtis gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 39, John Curtis.
Ready now is Ji-Man Choi, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
Programming note to pass along here. Due to the length of our ball game tonight, the Jody Kelsey show will not be seen this evening so that we can bring you the conclusion of this ball game. Doggone. Mike Brasso digging in at the plate. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in next, Francisco Mejia. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up. Over to first, and that retires the side. Rays strand just the 1. Still tied 3-3. Big spot here, and it'll be John Verdi. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Under it to make the catch is Wendell, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So next to bat will be Miguel Rojas. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler Marcotte.
Big at-bat now, and here is Starling Marte. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Center fielder going back. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over. 2-run shot to straightaway center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with 1 swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. John Curtis claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 17 runners on base.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Pablo Lopez is back on the mound to start the eighth. He's been dealing to this point as he tries to keep this shutout effort going. Lane Thomas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. The fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike. O'Neill stands at second with 2 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Duvall is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Reyes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dylan Carlson is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Chad Wallach. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to be a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next, it'll be Pablo Lopez. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Line drive base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Standing in now, John Birdie. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Digging in next, Miguel Rojas. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Lifted into center field. Bader is there, 2 gone. Next to hit is Starling Marte. He grounded out last time up. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Marlins strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. And now, Ivan Herrera has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Though you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
Swing and a line drive. And a great start to the 9th, as this ought to be extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. So having collected hits number 1 and 2 of his career, he's got to be happy with his performance so far in his debut.
Oh, he's ecstatic, Matty. The thing you want to prove to yourself is that you belong at the big league level, and that's exactly what he did today. Putting 2 quality ABs out there for knocks. He'll get in the car today with a nice smile on his face.
And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. He's set and the pitch. Tommy Edman comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
First delivery to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 1 and 2 now. Fouled away. Swing and a liner. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifetime versus this pitcher. 2 hits in 7 tries.
And that's got to fire you up right there, boys. This guy has been on the bump all game. Now it's late.
Well, this one is gloved for the out, and a big sigh of relief here as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Miami Marlins jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Pablo Lopez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jack Flaherty is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that will... whole crew...
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting to the net. Number 30, Michael.
Starting with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation called for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. In now, Jonathan Villar, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. A winning run at first with nobody out. Squeezes on here, and he gets it down. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run. So now here is Luis Guillorme. Flew out last time up. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Right to him. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Ripped down the first base line. And that'll get by his outstretched arm, and there's your ball game. And the Mets are going to walk home a winner.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Dylan Betances claims the win out of the pen, his first.
The final.
And
welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-2. The Washington Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 7-2. The Reds smacked 15 team hits as they got a road win against Arizona 6-0. The Giants allowed only 5
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. John Curtis is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. First offering on its way. Ronald Acuna is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Again, a 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ronald Acuna is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Into the box, Austin Riley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He could make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Shot to third, and he might have done it. Can they score that runner from first?
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Batter will be Christian Pache, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another two-strike offering. Stays alive, still 0-2. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with two gone now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So here's Johan Camargo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. So it's a three-run shot to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
tonight. Atlanta used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Josh Tomlin claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the big...
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves beat the visiting Marlins 5-2. Rhys Hoskins plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 5-1. The Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 7-6. Brandon Woodruff fell short of the shutout but pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 2-0. The Friars totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-5. The win was their 7th in a row. The Oakland Athletics finished off a 2-game sweep as they got a road win against Arizona 3-2. Clayton Kershaw won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 3-0. The Giants amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-4. The Rays were winners over the visiting Rangers 3-1. The New York Yankees picked up, 19 hits in this one as they blew out the Jays 14-3. The Baltimore Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-3. The Chi Sox halted their 6-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Indians 7-4. The Angels hit 3 long balls as they dethroned the Royals 12-2. The Minnesota Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-1. Chris Sale took the loss in this one despite racking up 12 punch-outs in the effort. The Tigers got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Lone Depot Park in Miami. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Miami Marlins.
And now, your 2021
It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next.
Marlins.
Tarek Skubal will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
So stepping in is Donovan Solano. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Donovan.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marte comes on now, and he has it 1 down. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Austin Slater comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Logan Webb is on the mound for game 2. What do you have?